how to play Double Duels, a free, easy print card game. So, what is Double Duels? It's a 2-player battle card game, and I'ma show you how to play it. But first, we need to get the cards. Do note that it is ideal to print out 2 copies of each card sheet, so both players have all the options available to them. Now basically, the card sheets will be in the description of each Solaria video I make. And Parallelia, whenever I get around to that. You can find the first set in the description of this video, so please do try it out. Once you get the link and get to the sheet, you will need to print it out. You will want to have your printer set to color, paper size, letter, and 2-sided print. My full preferred settings are above, so you can pause the video here to set it up. When the printing is done, you'll have a sheet with the front and back of the cards lined up. Now we're more than ready to cut. I recommend first cutting around the item cards and the conjoined character cards, as shown. Next you will cut the conjoined character cards into their separate left and right cards. You can cut out these effect markers if remembering effects proves difficult. There are several different types of effect markers, so it's best to just get 4 of each. They will be given out with any sheets that use them. But these are optional tools, so don't sweat it if it doesn't help you. Here we have some character cards. Each character card can be identified as either a left support or right attack card. In combat, you will always have a support and attack card side by side. Unless you run out of one or the other. If you run out of one and still have 2 of the other, that stinks, but you can't replace the support with an attack, and vice versa. The backs of the cards show you their tiers. These tell you its basic power level. Yellow-backed cards are commoners, meaning the character is not skilled in battle. Thus, they are the weakest tier of card. Blue-backed cards are skilled, meaning the character has basic battle competency. Thus, they are the moderate tier of card. Red-backed cards are masterful cards, meaning the character has great mastery over combat. Thus, they are the strongest tier of card. On the card, you'll see some information, so let's break it down. The heart in the top corner is the card's starting health. It also indicates their max health. When the health changes, say after being hit, you can just use a separate piece of paper to keep track. Oh, and when the card's health goes down to 0, it's knocked out, and you must replace it before the turn can end. These are the card's actions. They can be used for attacking, healing, or almost anything else. Each action contains a name, type of damage, and description. The name is what it sounds like. The name of the action. You can call it out on the card's turn to confirm that you are using it. The description tells you what it does. It tells you the damage you will deal, what health it will heal, or what effect it may have. If it doesn't say who's being targeted, you can choose anyone, friend or foe, even yourself. Sometimes in the description, a word may be italicized, meaning that it will inflict an effect on the target corresponding to the word. Other times you may see roll. It indicates that you need to roll a 6-sided die to determine the outcome. Finally, the type of action symbols indicate what type of damage is dealt, and is pivotal to most strategies. There are many different types of damage. The most basic types include
physical contact, physical range, magic contact, and magic range. Remembering all the types' names is mostly unnecessary, as they are always marked with the symbol. The other symbols are more self-explanatory, being shaped and colored to match the type of damage. Next is the weaknesses and resistances. Here you'll find what types a character takes more or less damage from. In our example, we can see Lemon Lime takes -2 damage from water. This means if he got hit with an attack that deals 3 water damage, it'll deal 1 damage to him. It's as simple as 3 minus 2 equals 1. Lastly, the character's skill. They can do pretty much anything, and are critical to getting the most out of any card. In this case, the skill is Water Form. This makes it so when Lemon Lime is damaged by a water move, he gets a +2 attack boost for his next 2 turns. Wouldn't your opponent just not hit him with water? Well, as I said before, you can target anyone with most actions, even allies, hint hint. Now real quick before we move on, effects. This is the part where you get to know what they can do. Do remember that effects are all indicated by italicized text. Most activate on the inflicted card's turn, and will have you roll a 6-sided die to find out if it is removed. In the case of disorientation, it is determined with 1 dice, but whether it is even or odd tells you if it stays in effect. Some can do damage over time, which can help with more durable targets, and others minimize incoming damage or stall the enemy, and all can stack. Before starting a match, pick what type of battle you'll be engaging in. There are only 2 official types as of now, but I may brainstorm up some more. The first type is a same-tier battle. You both use 6 of the same tier of card each, split evenly between attack and support. Both players will get 3 item cards. These can be done with any of the 3 tiers: Masterful, Skilled, or Commoner. The other battle type is a tiered battle. Both players will get 6 cards total, each split evenly between attack and support. Both players will get 3 item cards. For today's example, we will do a same-tiered battle with skilled cards. But both battle types do work mostly the same, apart from the obvious differences of what card you use. Now, after deciding what battle type you're doing, you must pick out your deck. You are not allowed to use 2 of the same card in a deck, though. That goes for both character cards and item cards. And now... Oh wait, it's a 2-player game. I need an opponent.
It is I who you seek it.
Oh, perfect timing, Kinglet. After both players confirm they have the cards they want, they roll a 6-sided die to pick who goes first. The player rolling the higher number gets to go first, using their support card, but must reveal which cards from their deck they will send out first. This gives the player with the lower number a chance to strategize on what card to send into play from their deck. After revealing their cards, the battle is ready to begin. Turns go counterclockwise, and it's my turn first. For my first move, I will use Grumby's Heavy Kick action on Ramon. It'll let me do 7 damage to him on Grumby's next turn. With Aura, I will use Slash to do 5 damage to Cyanite. Now it's the opponent's turns.
I will use Cyanite's Restoring Brew on herself. It will heal +2 health. The Ramon will use Heavy Soul Blade on Grumby, but I'll have to roll the dice to see if it hits though. Aha! It hits Grumby for 7 damage and flinches him, so the heavy kick he was charging is skipped now. It is your turn, Lemon Lime.
Well, Grumby is flinched and also already used Heavy Kick, so I can't use him right now. use R's Tricky Thief action to use one of Kinglet's item cards. Yes, and I'll be taking this. With the water balloon I stole, I'll have to roll to see how much damage it'll do. Ha! 6 damage to Cyanide. Your turn.
Ever Concoction for 3 damage knocks Grumby out.
Oh! When the card's health reaches 0, it is discarded and immediately replaced by another card in your deck. Unless you run out of support cards to replace your knocked out support card, and vice versa. If you can't replace them, well, you only get to have 1 card out. So try and divide your opponent's attention. I'm not out of support cards yet though, so I'm sending in Lumen.
Now Ramon will use his heavy soul blade for a chance to knock out.
It looks like we're out of time. But now it's your turn. Go ahead. Print out a set, and one for your friend. It's totally free. Oh, and why not subscribe? So that you can try out the new cards when they come out. They'll be in the description of every new Solaria video moving forward. Oh, and we have a printable manual, too, so you can easily brush up on the rules mid-match. Well, that's all. See you around!
Bye.